My girlfriend posted, "I miss who I was before love" on Valentine's morning. So I commented, "You deserve that freedom," and packed my bags. The internet thought she was single, until she found out I took her post literally. Valentine's Day morning started like any other. Coffee, lazy sunlight through the curtains, the faint sound of traffic outside our apartment. I was about to make breakfast when my phone buzzed. A notification. Instagram at Emily Rose posted a new photo. It was a selfie, soft lighting, her hair done perfectly, her hand holding a mug that said Self-Love Club. The caption read, "I miss who I was before love." And then a red heart emoji. The comments were pouring in. Her friends, co-workers, random guys. "Girl, same. You deserve to find yourself again. You don't owe anyone your peace." At first, I thought it was one of those vague, emotional captions she sometimes posted. But then I noticed something. She had untagged me. Every photo of us together gone. My chest tightened, but weirdly, I didn't feel anger. Just clarity. We'd been together 3 years. Lately, she'd grown distant, busy with work, tired when I tried to talk, confused about where she stood. I kept trying to fix things, to hold the relationship together while she was slowly letting go. But that caption was the final answer. So I commented, just one simple line. "You deserve that freedom." Then I closed the app, turned off my phone, and began packing my bags. She didn't notice right away. She was too busy replying to supportive comments and posting "Dizzy New Beginnings Dizzy" on her story. By the time she got home that evening, half the apartment was empty. Her eyes widened. "Wait, what are you doing?" I looked at her calmly and said, "You said you missed who you were before love. I'm just giving you the space to find her again." She blinked, speechless. "You can't just, you're overreacting." "Maybe," I said, "but I'm also listening." Then I walked out. That night, while I stayed at a friend's place, her Instagram blew up. Apparently, her post had gone viral. A few influencer pages reposted it with captions like, "Know your worth, ladies." The internet thought she'd just gone through a breakup and celebrated her for it. People flooded her comments with support. She loved it. For about 12 hours. Then the confusion started. Mutual friends began messaging her. "Wait, are you guys done?" Her coworkers congratulated her on finally leaving. Even her mother called, asking, "What happened with Jake?" By morning, everyone assumed we'd broken up because, well, we had. Just not the way she expected. And when she realized I hadn't corrected anyone, her call started. The first call came at 7:42 a.m., then another at 8:15, then a flood of texts. "Jake, can we talk?" It was just a caption. "Why are you being dramatic?" "People are messaging me nonstop. Can you please tell them we're fine?" I didn't answer. I was sitting on my friend's balcony, drinking black coffee, scrolling through social media while the chaos played out in real time. Her post had hit 80,000 likes overnight. Some lifestyle blog had even reposted it with a headline like, "This woman's Valentine's post is breaking the internet and breaking free from toxic love." Except I wasn't toxic. I just stopped holding on to someone who already had both hands reaching for the door. By noon, Emily showed up at my apartment. Or, well, my former apartment. I could see her from the security camera I'd set up by the door. She stood there, holding a box of my things, makeup running, knocking harder and harder. She didn't realize I wasn't home anymore. When she finally gave up and sat down on the steps, she called again. This time, I answered. "Jake, please," she said, her voice trembling. I didn't mean it that way. It was just a stupid caption. You know how social media is. I took a deep breath. "No, Emily. I think you meant exactly what you wrote. You missed who you were before love, before us. I just didn't realize how fast you'd start rewriting the story." There was silence on the line. Then, softly, "I didn't think you'd actually leave. I didn't think you'd actually erase me first," I said, and hung up. 2 days later, the narrative flipped. Apparently, one of her influencer friends found out I'd left her right after that post and decided to stand in solidarity. They made a follow-up video together, something about men who can't handle strong women choosing themselves. The comments turned messy fast. People started digging. They noticed she'd deleted all photos of me before Valentine's Day, that she'd been liking flirty comments from her coworker. The tide turned slowly. Wait, did she break up first? Why post something like that if you're in a relationship? Sounds like she wanted attention, not growth. Her follower count started dropping. Brands she worked with, small skincare and fashion ones, quietly unfollowed her. A week later, she showed up at my new place. No cameras, no makeup, just her. Jake, she said quietly. I lost a few sponsorships because of all this. People think I'm a liar. I shrugged. Maybe they're not wrong. She took a shaky breath. I didn't want to hurt you. I felt stuck. And when I posted that, it felt like I was taking control again. By embarrassing me? I asked. No, she said softly. By pretending I wasn't scared. I didn't realize what I had until everyone else decided for me that I'd lost it. I didn't yell. I didn't lecture. I just nodded. Then I handed her a small envelope. Inside was a printed screenshot of her post, framed between her caption and my comment. I miss who I was before love. You deserve that freedom. Beneath it, I had written in pen. You got exactly what you asked for. She didn't say anything. She just looked at it, then at me, and whispered, You really meant it, didn't you? Yeah, I said. I did. She left without another word. 3 months later, I started dating again. Quietly. No social media, no public displays. Just genuine connection. Ironically, on the next Valentine's Day, I posted a photo. Just a sunset, nothing more, with the caption, Peace looks good on me. I didn't tag anyone. Didn't need to. An hour later, I got a DM from Emily. I'm glad you found your peace. I hope one day I do too. For the first time in a long time, I believed her. Update 1. 3 weeks later, my name was back in her mouth, just not the way she thought it would help. Emily went live on Instagram. Over 20,000 people tuned in. She sat on her couch, teary-eyed but perfectly lit, a coffee mug in her hand that said Self-Love Club. She started with, I need to clear the air. There's been a lot of lies spread about me. Lies. According to her, I'd emotionally neglected her, used silence as manipulation, and abandoned her at her lowest. She didn't say my name outright, but she didn't need to. Everyone knew. The comments were split, half sympathy, half skepticism. I didn't say anything publicly, but I did what I always do. I documented. I downloaded the live stream, took screenshots of every false claim, and sent them to a mutual friend who happened to be a PR consultant. He texted me back an hour later. She's killing her brand, man. Brands hate drama. Just stay quiet. Let her implode. So I did. But then something unexpected happened. A girl named Sophie, one of Emily's influencer besties, posted a TikTok the next day titled, When your friend preaches self-love but forgets to mention she cheated first. It got 1.4 million views in 2 days. Turns out, Sophie had receipts, texts between Emily and her coworker, the one she'd been liking posts from, dating before Valentine's Day. DMs about hotel stays, secret dinners, even screenshots of her saying, I can't wait until Jake finally snaps, so I have an excuse to leave. The internet turned fast. Comments went from Queen Energy nail polish to so he wasn't the bad guy after all. I didn't celebrate. I just felt hollow. Emily texted me again a few nights later. Jake, can we please talk? I made mistakes, but you don't have to let the whole world destroy me. I stared at the screen for a long time, then typed. You wanted freedom. The internet just gave it to you, unfiltered. I didn't send it. I deleted it. Instead, I sent one message. I hope you learned something from this. 2 days later, she deleted every social media account she had. Gone. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everything. Mutuals said she'd moved back home to her parents. Someone spotted her working part-time at a local coffee shop, quietly, no makeup, no filters. I didn't feel proud. I didn't even feel vindicated. Just tired. Because the truth was, I didn't want her humiliated. I just wanted peace. The irony? Last week, I got a LinkedIn notification, Emily W. Viewed your profile. No message. No connection request. Just curiosity, maybe regret. And maybe, for the first time, she was seeing me as I really was. Not the villain her followers wanted, not the man she outgrew. Just the person who stopped fighting for a love that had already gone public long before it ended. Final update. It's been a little over a year now. I didn't plan on writing this, but last week, something strange happened. I got an invitation in the mail, handwritten, elegant. The kind that makes you think it's from a wedding or a family event. It was from Emily's parents. Inside was a simple note. We just wanted to say thank you. You handled everything with more grace than our daughter deserved at the time. She's doing better now. We hope you are too. I sat there for a long time, holding that letter. It wasn't forgiveness, not really. But it felt like closure, the quiet kind that doesn't need to be announced online. After everything fell apart, I stayed off social media for months. No posts, no updates, no status changes. Just life. Work, therapy, walks, silence. It's strange how peaceful your world becomes when no one's watching. I met someone new the same way offline. Her name's Lena, and she's the opposite of everything my last relationship was. She doesn't need validation through likes, doesn't post every coffee cup or deep quote. When she's happy, I don't find out through a caption, I see it in her face. We moved in together 6 months ago. Our relationship isn't perfect, none are, but it's real. She knows about Emily, not from gossip, but from me. One night, I told her the whole story, expecting her to flinch at how public it all became. Instead, she just said, "You were kind when you could have been cruel." That's rare. As for Emily, I did eventually hear from her one last time. It was a short email, sent from a new address. No subject line. Just this. Jake, I'm sorry for everything. The post, the lies, the fallout. I thought being seen meant being loved. I was wrong. I hope you found someone who doesn't need to prove she's free to feel free. I didn't respond. Not out of spite, but because there was nothing left to say. She'd said it all, in her own way. The internet forgot us months ago. The trending hashtags, the debates, the strangers who thought they knew our story, all gone. And that's the best thing that could have happened. Now, when Valentine's Day comes around, I don't dread it. Last one, Lena and I spent the day hiking, then had dinner at home. No photos, no captions, just us. At one point, she asked, jokingly, "What did you post last Valentine's?" I laughed. Nothing. But the woman I was with did. She smiled, didn't press, just reached over and took my hand. And for the first time in a long, long time, I realized the best kind of love is the one no one else has to believe in to make it real.